Advances in Laboratory Technology in Your Career. This material has been developed for lab professionals, lab IT specialists and IT support, and business analysts working in any industry, from research to quality control, contract, and independent testing and research organizations. This video describes the coursework developed by the Institute for Laboratory Automation. Why are our courses important to you? The way laboratory work is being done is changing and will continue to change. New products and technologies that affect the way you may work tomorrow are becoming available at a rapid pace, driven by the ability of computer systems to help you manage and acquire data. Your understanding and ability to work with these tools is going to be a significant factor in your ability to meet the demands of the job you hold today and be more competitive in the future. Those changes have an impact on lab professionals, information and technology professionals, and business analysts who support laboratory technologies. In the past, intelligent instruments and computer systems were an optional way of getting work done. Today, they are the way work gets done. Driven by economics of lab work, the need for higher productivity and higher quality data, labs are looking to laboratory informatics to meet those requirements, while at the same time giving lab professionals the tools they need to work more effectively. Instrument data systems control instruments, collect, and analyze the data, and then generate reports. Laboratory information management systems help manage workflow in testing-intensive laboratories, keeping track of samples, work lists, results, and then generating reports back to work request submitters. Electronic laboratory notebooks help lab professionals keep track of experiments and results, aiding in collaborative work. Other systems keep track of instrument data files. While initially these were used as independent systems, they are increasingly being integrated to improve workflow, even as the functionality of the products change. The corporate environment is becoming increasingly complex. Laboratories used to be insulated from general corporate activities. That isn't the case anymore. The increasing use of information handling and management tools bring lab professionals into working relationships with business analysts and information technology professionals. Each has different responsibilities, but all need some degree of understanding of how lab work is done and the technologies used in the process. That cross-disciplinary understanding is a basis for a successful working relationship. Lab professionals need to understand the science that underlies their work and how the tools of modern lab work can be used. They need to be aware of the types of laboratory informatics products and how they can be applied to their work. They'll be making the initial decisions about what is needed to meet the lab's objectives and have to evaluate the products and technology candidates for those applications. Business analysts will be working with lab professionals and lab IT specialists to develop specifications and make recommendations for systems that will meet the lab's needs. Lab IT and IT support will be dealing with the technology issues that underlie technology and product choices, support requirements, and implementation issues. The details of the assignments will vary by corporate culture, but in addition to the points noted, project management skills will also be required for both the introduction of technologies into the lab and managing outsourcing partnerships. This last point is going to be becoming increasingly important as companies use outsourcing as a means of acquiring skills and technical capabilities. If that weren't enough to complicate life, there are regulatory issues that virtually every laboratory and company has to address. What this means to you is that the basic education you receive in your specialty has to be supplemented if you're going to be on top of your game, successful in your current role, and remain competitive as companies and job descriptions lean toward more sophisticated and competent personnel. We have courses to help you meet that need. How can we help? The ILA has put together an initial set of 3 online courses that begin to address your continued educational needs. More details for each course can be found on our website. The first course is titled Lab Automation is Inevitable. Are you ready? Its purpose is to look at lab operations and the technologies that are available to be applied to lab work. It begins by looking at how laboratories work, and then progresses in increasingly depth to view management's role, the changes in nature of laboratory work as technologies are introduced, the driving factors for technology use, and how products and technology groups can be used to meet them. The major technology groups including sample preparation, data acquisition and analysis, laboratory information management systems, electronic laboratory notebooks, lab execution systems, scientific data management systems, and instrument data management systems. We cover their use in different types of lab systems to look at how they can work together. We also describe what has to be considered when purchasing systems, what the process is like, and the strengths and weaknesses of different implementation methodologies, including dedicated systems, client-server, virtualization, and using the clouds as a means of working with products. This course material will give the viewer a solid basis for understanding the tools available and how they can be applied to laboratory work, and what has to be considered in making choices between technologies and vendors. This course is ideal for those working in labs and doing planning for the use of laboratory technologies. The second course we want to note is titled R&D Technology for IT Professionals. This material, divided into two sections, is designed to give the IT professional working in life sciences the background needed to work effectively in laboratory environments. Once the first section is completed, it will enable them to understand lab workflow and how scientists get their work done, introduce the tools and most common instruments used, the methodologies used, and regulatory requirements, to the point where you can walk into a lab and feel comfortable working with lab professionals. The second section of this course is designed to help you understand the unique IT support requirements that laboratories have. This material was designed by the ILA in cooperation with MUSA technology partners, specialists in lab IT support, who do this work on a daily basis. It will help you understand your role in product purchases, installation, support, and meeting the regulatory needs that are critical to being successful in your work. If you are a lab IT or IT support professional in life science industries, this material is designed for you. The third course covers project management for laboratory technologies and automation. This material is intended for those planning and implementing projects in laboratory work, as well as those working with external partners in outsourcing of laboratory work. It is not a replacement for other traditional project management courses, but supplements that understanding with the factors that are unique to laboratory work: process management, regulatory requirements, the process of specifying and implementing products and projects, outsourcing considerations, project management methodologies, what factors contribute to success and failure. If you are responsible for projects in life sciences, this is material you need to see. For more information about these courses, please visit our website. We encourage you to join our mailing list so that you can keep up to date on our programs, courses, and publications. Thank you for taking the time to view this material.